I didn't want to do this job, I was too busy and I just didn't have time to do it. And to make matters worse, Teddy said something to me that sent shivers down my spine. Something that tradesmen always dread to hear is when the customer says, "I've got the job ready for you." That usually means that you can have a nightmare doing the job, because the success of any job depends on the preparation, and if the customer doesn't know exactly how to prepare it, then you're going to have problems. Then he sent me a picture over and I'd noticed he had used the pink SBR. So I mentioned this to him and Teddy said that he watches all my videos. I felt a little bit guilty saying no, given the fact he was only up the road from me. So on a Saturday morning with a nice hangover and a packet at half time, I turned up and this is what we did. You see me apply the first coat, and the main purpose of that is to get the plaster nice and level with the rest of the wall. I just want to fill it out and get it nice and flat. As you can see here, I'm applying the second coat. Now this is the coat that I'm going to work with and trowel up nice and smooth. So this is just a nice little layer over the top that stays nice and wet and you work it in. I'm applying a little bit of water on the blend. What I want to do is feather the patch into the existing wall. The only way of doing that is to add water. I need to make sure that I stay within the SBR. That's why you can still see it on the wall. That's what keeps it stuck to the wall. Lots of people tell you that patches will flake off when you come to paint them. And that's always because the plasterer has gone past where the wall is sealed. So it's very important you stay inside those lines. Now, don't worry about the pink SBR. That's fine. That'll paint over with one coat. SBR is completely different to PVA. PVA will flash and be a pain to paint over, whereas SBR isn't. These patches come about because Teddy's wash machine leaked on the other side of the wall and the moisture was coming through and making the bottom of the walls damp. Now, because it wasn't rising damp, which contains chloride and nitrate salts, or you might know them as hygroscopic salts, and these are the little buggers that cause your paint to blister. So because they weren't present, as it was fresh water that had leaked, we just patched up the walls once they had dried out, and that was the end result. Teddy's made up.